So I'm just going to be talking to you as I take out the back of my hair. This was not the desired outcome. This was not the look that I was going for, but the style that I wanted to do, actually, I'll get into that later on in the video. Okay, so yesterday, guys, I just had my afro out. I washed my hair. And so after my hair was washed, obviously I blow dry it straight away, because if you let it dry, it's just a whole nother issue. So the weirdest thing happened, right? I started blow drying it. The blow dryer got hot and I passed it through, because I sectioned my hair down the middle, down like this, and then I sectioned it in 2 parts here. So as I was working on this part, I passed it through that section twice. And then I saw steam coming up from my head. So I took the blow dryer off and I just looked at myself in the mirror and my hair was just smoking. And I was thinking, this has never happened before. I put heat protectant in it, guys. I put oil in it. I did what I always have done in the past. But all of a sudden, it's starting to smoke. Like, it literally looked like I was starting a fire on my afro. So I looked at it for a minute and I was like, okay, let's try this again. And by the way, the whole room started to smell like burnt hair. As I go to turn on the blow dryer again and try and blow dry my hair again, it just doesn't turn back on. It stops working completely. And I knew this day would come, obviously, because I've had this blow dryer for about a year now. I've dropped it so many times, but I just did not think that this would be the day. And in that moment, like, it was just, it just seemed to me like a very clear sign that I should not be putting heat in my hair. Guys, I'm very superstitious. So when stuff like this happens to me, I look for the message that I can find in it. So when I saw smoke rising from my head, when it's never happened to me before, I've blow dried my hair so many times in that same exact state with heat protectant and oil on my scalp, and that has never happened. So when I saw that happening and then the blow dryer stopped, I was like, this is a clear sign that I shouldn't be using heat on my head. This is a clear sign that I should just embrace my afro. After that happened, guys, I put the blow dryer down and I looked at myself in the mirror and I just began to braid my hair up. That's why there's like these braids in my hair, these little dookie braids. I don't know why they're named that, actually. We need to get into the verbiage that we use with our natural hair, because what is dookie braids? Why is our hair being equated to poo? But anyways, I don't want to be the friend that's too woke, but sometimes it is that deep. I don't even know where that came from. But I put my hair in these little braids to just kind of stretch it out, and I'm just taking them out right now. And so later on in the day, right, I had started to do my hair at the front because, as you can see, there's some flat twists. There was this one inspiration style that I was going off of from Pinterest, and I'll put the picture up here. But yeah, so I was trying to do that in my hair and it just wasn't working out, guys. It wasn't working out. I will say these ones came out okay, but they just weren't laying down flat like how it was in the picture, because I didn't use gel. And so I just got a bit frustrated halfway through. And obviously this one right here, because my hair's a bit thinner right here, it just looks like I've just slicked my hair down. So the style just isn't looking cohesive. So I got a bit frustrated after 2 hours of trying to do a hairstyle that just wasn't working because my hair just didn't want to stay down. I just stopped. I stopped doing the hairstyle and I went into the bathroom and I looked at my hair and it looked exactly how it did at the start of the video. And I got into bed, I put my bonnet on, and I just started crying, guys. I just started crying. Okay, guys, so I have taken my braid out, and I think I'm just gonna put my hair in 2 puffs because this is not working. I wanted it to be like a cute like afro thing. I was gonna put braids here, but it's just not looking the way I want, so I'm just gonna put it in 2 puffs. Yeah, but as I was saying, after putting my bonnet on and going into bed, I started to cry, guys. After I looked at my hair, I started crying because I was thinking, like, first of all, I was upset at the fact that I was upset because this is literally the hair that grows out of my scalp. So I was thinking to myself, why are you crying that the flat twists are not working for your hair? This is the hair that grows out of your scalp. Like, embrace it. So I started to cry because I think in that moment, I realized how much I didn't like my hair. It's because I was reflecting on the whole day and I was realizing that as I was doing my braids, I was just rushing it and I just didn't have any patience with my hair. And then I looked at the flat twist inspiration style that I showed you guys and I said to myself, well, her hair's looser than mine, so maybe that's why it didn't work on my hair. So I started to feel bad about that, and I just felt sad because I didn't think that my hair was affecting me this much. Like, obviously when you're throwing it in braids 24/7, you have the mindset of it's not that deep, it's not that deep. And that's why a lot of people on TikTok right now are being like, why do you care? It's not your hair. they don't understand how much they hate their hair. So I'm not going to come at them because they don't realize that it is an issue. They don't see it as a problem, and they do not think it's an issue to not like your hair. But when you realize you don't like your hair, you don't feel the best, guys. You just don't feel the best, because that is what grows out of your scalp. So it was that. And then because I've tasked myself with not doing my hair for 2 weeks, or like wearing my hair out and doing that for 2 weeks, I was just thinking to myself, how am I going to launch this? It looks like I'm bold now. I'm not bold, guys. It's just my life. I was thinking to myself, how am I going to soft launch this on TikTok? Like, guys, I've never, ever worn my hair out on TikTok. I've never posted even one video showing you guys my natural hair. So I was thinking, how on earth am I going to come on TikTok and show these people my 4C hair? It felt so daunting to even think about, and I started crying. And I think because my hair's short right now, that also made me upset, because guys, it was not always this short. My hair was not always this short. It was a bit longer. And over years of neglecting it and throwing it in braids and doing weaves and putting heat on it and damaging it, it's gotten shorter. Like, I'm going to insert a picture. I'm going to make a whole video about my hair journey and how it got to this length, because as you can see in the picture, I once had a lot of hair on my head, and it's literally half of that. It's from neglecting my hair. And so I think it was that, because I was thinking, at least if it was long, like, I would feel better. But then there's like this thing that 4C girls normally tend to have, where we don't feel like our 4C hair is beautiful unless it's long. Like, most of us struggle with accepting the texture. And then once we accept the texture, it's like, oh, well, it's not long enough. There's always something that we're going to pinpoint about the hair, unless you actually love your hair. There's always something. So I was just thinking to myself, it is not long enough. Like, it's not long enough to wear out. It's not long enough to feel pride about. Like, it isn't long enough to pull out and be like, this is me, guys. This is me. So I was just crying, and I just felt emotional, and I just felt really bad for myself, because I was thinking, Lynette, how did you let it get to this? How did you let it get to this? Like, how on earth has it gotten this bad to where simply having your natural hair out is moving you to tears? Like, where did you go wrong? And it was the neglect. It was the throwing my hair in braids and just not looking at it, treating it like an inconvenience. That's where I went wrong. So this is how the style looks for today. Do I like it? Not necessarily. Am I gonna wear it? Yes. So I've changed my style up a little bit. I've got out like a bit of a fringe thing going on, and like the things on the side, but the fringe isn't staying down. But I'm not going to try and force it, because my hair is afro hair. If it doesn't want to stay down, I think that's probably because it's an afro. So let me stop doing that American accent. Sometimes I cringe myself out. Okay, so yes, this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. I like it myself. I did change it. I took out the flat twists, and I just kind of put it in 2 puffs and defined the ends. I don't know if this angle is doing it justice, because it is super cute, guys. This isn't an easy journey for me, guys. This is not going to be easy for me. It's a 2-week journey that I'm going on, maybe even 3 if I feel like I need a 3rd week. And I'm getting really vulnerable with you guys. This is not easy to share whatsoever. And I really don't like being vulnerable. I've told you guys this before. I don't like being vulnerable, because I feel like I'm giving people ammunition to use against me in the future. How am I ever going to really connect with you guys if I have that mindset? So I'm turning over a new leaf, and I'm doing something I never thought I would do. If you want to keep up with me, then I'll be posting every single day. So stay tuned. I don't have a particular time that I'm going to be posting, but expect videos daily.